welcome into the D Event Center, the side of the 2015 5A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament. I'm Dustin Lister. Thanks for joining us on High School Rewind's coverage on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand. Our matchup, Riverton and Bingham. This is an old-time rivalry being renewed in the first round of the state tournament. This should be a lot of fun to see both these teams go at it. Let's first start with the Bingham Miners. Bingham started out the season a little bit sluggish, but things started getting moving once football players were done cross-training with football and basketball, and also getting Kyle Gehrig back, which settled down the offense and gave a point man to what Coach Schroeder wanted to do. Yoli Childs is tearing it up, averaging over 16 points a game. He's the best big man in the state of Utah. He's had an outstanding year. We expect him to have a big night tonight and have a good night. For Riverton, it's a two-headed monster that makes things go for Coach Skylar Wilson in his first season as the head coach at Riverton. And the first part of that is Jaron Jones. And then Mr. Algen, he's the outside marksman. He's an outstanding baseball player as well. This should be a lot of fun for between these two teams. You know, our team's got players to look out for, and a couple of keys to the game. When we come back, it'll be opening tip-off. You are watching the 2015 5A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament, brought to you by High School Rewind on live.ksl.com, at DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand. Welcome back in. Yoli Childs and Jaron Jones ready to jump it up. Yoli Childs in white, Jaron Jones in black. And we are underway in the first round of the 5A state tournament. Front court, Michael Green give it up to Jared Holman. Holman drop it in, Childs. Childs power dribble, fall away, no. And a rebound, loose. We get on the floor now with Jeff Ahrens. Ahrens, nice crossover, hard to the hole, swatted away by Yoli Childs. And we'll stay here. Rigby will trigger in. Gets into Jones. Jones will jump it, leave it short. Rebound taken by Childs. Ahead now with Michael Green. He's back to Childs on the angle now with Leighton Parker. Straight away, Josh Newbold knocks down the three. Opens up the scoring. Quickly down the floor, leave it to Jaron Jones. Jones leaves it outside. Andrews on the baseline, Rodriguez. Now Ahrens. Ahrens will jump it from the free throw line, blips out. Rebound still loose, and we'll stay here with Riverton. Riverton's coming off of an upset of Lone Peak. Just got in the state tournament. As we mentioned, Region 4 was an absolute battle. They needed a win against Lone Peak and a loss from Harriman, and they got it. Thanks to Pleasant Grove as Michael Green knocks down the three. And it's 2 threes for Bingham to open up the scoring. Kick outside to Andrews. Andrews leaves it to Jones. Jaron Jones working on Yoli Childs, kicks out to Rigby. Now Andrews. Andrews drive the lane, left hand, leaves it too flat. Rebound taken by Holman. Quickly on the push now, Michael Green. Green off the screen of Holman, kicks it back to him. Look inside, Yoli Childs. Childs fall away, Jay, way too strong. Rebound in the hands of Ahrens. Ahrens quickly ahead to Rigby. Rigby leaves it to Andrews. Andrews pirouette, got caught. A lot of room given there by Leighton Parker. Traveling violation will go the other way. And back down the floor with the Bingham Miners. 2 minutes into the first quarter. Michael Green cross court to Leighton Parker. Back up top with Green. Up top with Newbold. Back to Green on the corner, pardon me. And he'll rotate back to the top. Green penetrate, leave it to Holman, power dribble off the window, and Holman gets on the board. Timeout, Coach Wilson. 5:34 remaining in the first quarter. A quick 8-0 run for Bingham. Up the floor now with Rigby. Of course, these two met up in one of the most iconic high school championship games. Was Brett Somerville at the buzzer in 2006. Jaron Jones goes down the base and is fouled. Almost threw that down. Yoli Childs got to him. It'll be 2 free throws coming away at Jaron Jones. After hitting the first, Jones knocks down both. Gets Riverton on the board, 8-2. And there's a steal by Ahrens. Ahrens lays it up and in. The UVU baseball commit gets his first bucket. He was our nudge player of the game just Tuesday night against Lone Peak as he lit it up from the outside. Green kick out to Parker for three. Leighton Parker can't get that one to go. Jared Holman with the board. Kicks back up top to Michael Green. They'll reset the offense. Green give it up to Holman. Holman working on Jones. Holman loses the handle in the hands of Jeff Ahrens. Ahrens will push it. Give it up to Jones. Jones off the glass and in. A 6-0 run from Riverton. 8-6 the lead for Bingham. Of course, that 2006 year, as they were region rivals, Bingham took all 3 games that year. Lob inside to Holman, swatted by Andrews. And I think the foul will be on Jaron Jones on the backside. Rattled home. Down the floor with Rigby. Here's Ahrens as the ball slapped away by Parker. He retreats out to get it. Now to Jones. Jones terminates. Drop it in, Rodriguez. Rodriguez still hanging. Up top, Joey Andrews. Andrews finds Ahrens running along the baseline, kicks out to Jones for three. Jaron Jones from downtown. And Jones now with 7 first quarter points. Cross court, Newbold pulls for three. And thought that one's going down. It had been his second 3 of the quarter. Quickly on the run now with Ahrens. Give it up to Andrews. Andrews along the baseline. Hard to the hole, can't finish. Rebound taken by Newbold. Puts it in the hands of Green. Green down the right side, wrap it around the baseline to Parker. Parker drop it on the baseline to Childs. Childs up and under. Well, it was well too strong. Thought he was going to get a foul call. Nothing there, and we'll go the other way. Kyle Gehrig now checks in for Coach Schroeder. His second year. They're coming up from Dixie State University. Off the screen, I'll try to put it inside. No kick ball on that. Ahead to Gehrig. Gehrig goes up and it crawls out. It crawls back down. I thought that ball was going to come out on Gehrig. And it's now a 3-point lead after the bucket. Down the floor, leave it to Jones on the Jones here from the Bingham student section. Wanted him to pull the trigger. Jones backs out, terminates. He's looking inside. Now give it up to Ahrens. Ahrens, nice crossover on Green. And now we're going to get Green. The part has Gehrig with the hold. A tough call on Gehrig. Inbound near side. Quick trigger in to Jones, out to Ahrens. Side about 3, hangs on. Give it up to Jones on the baseline. He sends out to Rigby. Rigby along the baseline, terminates. Swing it around, Ahrens for 3. And that lips out. Rebound loose off of Newbold. Saved in by Anderson. Anderson in the corner will pull for 3 over Newbold. Won't go. Rigby can't corral it. And Holman comes away with the board. Ahead with Green. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 3-point lead for the Miners. Michael Green drops it into Holman. Holman still hanging, gives up to Gehrig. Gehrig drop it in now to Yoeli Childs, goes up with 2 hands and flushes it home. We have seen that a lot from Yoeli Childs. With ease, just with a drop step, go up and hammer. Rodriguez with the flyby and scores. And not a bad way for Childs to get on the board with the dunk, but a nice job Rodriguez coming back and getting the bucket. That's Chase Eggett. Try to save in along the baseline, nobody home, and we'll go the other way.
Trace Jacobson in.
The first meeting earlier in the year, it was a Bingham romp, 56-32. This game should shape up much differently than that. Up top with Andrews. Andrews give it up to Ahrens. Ahrens inside the arc or the free throw line, kick it outside. Eggert can't get it to go, and a rebound to Gehrig. Gehrig on the push. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Gehrig hard to the hole, swatted away from behind by Ahrens. Ahrens now on the push. Ahrens has been on both sides. Give it up to Anderson, kick out and swinging around the top. Andrews will now walk it up top. 30 seconds remaining. And they're going to take the final shot of the quarter. Well, 25 seconds now on the clock. Michael Green just going to oblige and sit back. Apply the token pressure. As Nagel comes out. Kick up top. Aarons now in the corner. Egger, Anderson, back to Aarons with 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Back to Aarons. Down to 5 seconds. Aarons working off the screen, splits the defenders. His shot will count. Anderson at the buzzer, and he can't get it to go. And at the end of one, it's Bingham 14 and Riverton 11. Riverton will start the second quarter with possession. Trailing by 3. Jaron Jones back on the floor. Aaron's on the bench, getting a little bit of a rest. Outside of Owens. Anderson now to Jones. He leaves it to Andrews. Andrews will pull for 3 off the mark. Jones with the board, working on Yoli Childs, kicks it up top, Rodriguez. And Rodriguez will hand back to Rigby. And now Joey Owens. Rigby give it back to Owens, drives the lane, lays it up, no, rebound taken by Yoli Childs. On the push now, Michael Green. Green gives it to Childs, nice move. Leighton Parker kicks back to Green, he'll reset the offense. Bingham nursing a 3-point lead. 3 on the way, lips out, and the rebound claimed by Rigby. Rigby on the run. Rigby gives it up to Anderson, who pulls for 3, and we're tied at 14.
Spencer Anderson for 3.
Anderson hits from range, and it's the second 3 for Riverton in the half. Both teams with 2 threes apiece. Green crossover, terminates, and hands off to Gehrig. Gehrig back to Green. Green will pull, and off the mark. Rebound loose, taken on the run with Rigby. Rigby pushes. Cross court. Again, Anderson off the mark. Tipped up, no, and rebound claimed by Yoli Childs. Green will reverse out and hold up for a second. 6:10 now remaining in the second quarter. Leighton Parker up top with Gehrig for 3. Kyle Gehrig from downtown.
Gehrig for 3.
Of course, Gehrig, the starting quarterback on the football team, state champion. Came back after that injured elbow. Andrews. And that ball off the mark, and we'll go the other way with Bingham after the turnover. Game 7 of 8 of day 1 of the 5A state tournament. Bob inside to Holman. Outside now with Jordan Matthews. Inside Yoli Childs, and they're going to get a foul on the floor against Rodriguez. And it'll be inbound along the baseline. Parker into Matthews. Kicks up top to Yoli Childs. Now on the angle with Parker. Drop it back in. Holman. Matthews. Now Gehrig. Baseline J. Kyle Gehrig now has 7 points in the half. 5-point lead for Bingham. Quick it down the floor with Rigby. Rigby leaves it back for Jones. Hands back to Rigby. And a ball kicked out of bounds by Holman. Agate comes back in the ball game for Coach Wilson. As Jones gets another breather. Inside of 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Rigby going against the 1-3-1. Gets it back. Rigby will pull for 3. And Rigby drills the 3-pointer.
Rigby for 3.
Stetson Rigby from downtown, 1917. Inside, Childs kick up top. Long range 2 from Parker. Crawls in.
It's a 2-point basket. Parker.
Quick it on the floor now, Rigby. Rigby hard to the hole, scooped off the glass, no. Rebound still loose. Oh, Rigby was out of bounds and came in and touched it. And it'll be Bingham ball. Bingham looking to build on their 4-point lead. Here's Gehrig. Now Parker. Parker off the screen to Holman. Holman loses his footing, floats it up, thought he'd get the foul call, no call, and we'll keep it here. Inbound to Childs. Childs fall away, was trying to bait a call. Wisely, no call. Newbold back up top, Yoli Childs. Childs, a crazy shot off the back of the iron. Another offensive board. Outside, Gehrig again from downtown off the mark. And taken by Andrews. Andrews on the push. Andrews gets by Parker, but wave off the bucket. And he'll be inbound along the baseline. Trying to go inbound to Jones. It was tipped and taken by Parker. Parker ahead to Gehrig. And Gehrig will lay it up and in. Gehrig with 9 first half points. Outside Andrews, 6-point lead for Bingham. Largest lead of the game. Check that, second largest lead. It was an 8-0 start for the Miners. Now here's Jones. Working on the dribble, loses the handle. Drives back on top, and we got a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Possession arrow belongs to the Miners. Up the floor now, Leighton Parker. Give it up to Newbold, Holman. Now up top, Gehrig again will pull for 3, and that one's off the mark. And rebound taken by Rigby. Rigby ahead to Andrews. Andrews will pull up. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken by Parker. Parker now will race down the floor. Parker inside out. Newbold for 3. And Newbold has his second of the half. He had the first points of the game. Now knocks down that triple. And it's a 9-point lead. Now the largest lead of the game for Bingham. 26-17. Here's Rigby. Give it up Andrews. Andrews going up against Childs. Kicks it out. Cross court to Jones. Up top, Rigby. Now Andrews. Andrews will pull for 3. Leaves it short. And a rebound taken by Parker. 2:15 on the rolling clock in the second quarter. Parker down the lane. Scoop it up. No. Rebound taken by Holman. Holman has it stripped. Now on the run with Jaron Jones. Jones going at Yoli Childs. Jones around him is swatted away by Childs. And will stay here with Riverton. Quickly into Jones. Need a bucket on this possession if you're Riverton. Rigby drives inside out in the corner. Jeff Aarons for 3. And Aarons knocks down the triple. He has 5 points and none bigger than that 3 right there to give Riverton a little shot in the arm. 26-20. Green working on Rigby. Off the screen, up top, Newbold. In the corner, Walbeck for 3. And Walbeck comes off the bench and buries a triple. Landon Walbeck from downtown is back up to 9. Jones on the trail. Terminates. Give it up to Rigby. Rigby now Aarons. Here's Jones. Back to Rigby. Cross court, Jeff Aarons, who just hit that 3-pointer. And now Rodriguez. Rigby terminates out to Andrews inside of a minute. Down to 55 seconds. Andrews driving at Walbeck and get him with the travel. Turnover, and we'll go with the Miners. 29-20, Bingham leads. 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Green will hold up top down to 40. Kicks back to Walbeck, who hit that big 3 to push it back up to 9. Walbeck will hand off to Green. Now down to 30. Green, nice crossover on Rigby. Hard to the hole, scoop it up, and he's fouled. And a foul will be on Rigby. That's his first and the team's 4th. Very clean first half. 14 fouls on Riverton, 3 on Bingham. Green hit the first and the second. 11-point lead. You gotta imagine Riverton needs points on this possession. 31-20. Down to 15 seconds. Up top now, Rigby. Down to 10. Rigby, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Down to 5. Rodriguez. And Rodriguez fouled by Walbeck. Had plenty of fouls to give. It's number 4 on the Miners. They'll be inbound near side. Gets it in to Rigby. Rigby will pull for 3. And front iron and kicks off.
At the end of the half,
Tough shot to end the half, but at the end of the half, it's Miners closing out strong on a 5-0 run. And at the end of 2 quarters, it's Bingham 31, Riverton 20.
High School Rewind is excited to have Nudge as our Player of the Game sponsor. Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. With over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the largest contributors of volunteer community outreach programs. To learn more about Nudge and their program, visit www.nudge.com.
Start of the second half, we'll start with Riverton trailing by 11 points. And the Silverwolves need a run in the worst way to get started here in the third quarter. Outside with Andrews. Andrews works off a screen, Rodriguez. Now Rigby. Rigby terminates, kicks out to Jaron Jones. Jones now hands to Aarons. Aarons now along the baseline with Jones, working on Yoli Childs. Kicks up top to Andrews. Andrews makes his way down the lane, can't finish over the top of Newbold. Rebound, Yoli Childs on the push now with Michael Green. Green transition 3, back rimmed. And the rebound tracked down by Rodriguez. Outside Andrews. Hands off to Aarons. Now to Jones, who pulls for 3. Banked in. Doesn't matter how it comes, Ace needed it. 3-pointer from Jaron Jones. And it's now 31-23. Jones now at 10. Childs kicks over to Newbold. Newbold down the lane. Yeah, he's standing there waiting for it. Jaron Jones stood and waited for Newbold to come down the lane and took the bump. Down the floor now with Rigby and the Silverwolves. Trailing by 8. Outside Aarons. Back up top to Rigby. Rigby back to Aarons. Pulls for 3. That was on line. It looked like it hit the back of the rim. Off the buckle now on the run with Michael Green. Give it up to Yoli Childs. He'll pull for 3. And he can't get it to go. Now saved in to Rigby. It's impressive that Bingham has this lead with Yoli Childs only with 2 points in this ball game. Jones now on the angle with Andrews. Now Aarons. Aarons will float it up. No. Thought Childs was going to come contest the shot. He didn't. He forced it. And back down the floor with Bingham. Down the baseline with Newbold. He'll jump it up and score it. Newbold now with 8 points. Quickie down the floor, Rodriguez, and 1. The foul will go on Jarrett Holman, and Rodriguez will go to the line for the 3-point play. And the +1 Rodriguez off the mark. Gehrig with the board, now on the run out. And Parker picks up the loose ball. Hounded by Rigby, up top Holman. Holman will jump it from the free throw line, and it goes in and out. Rebound taken by Childs. Childs will go up with one hand and flush it home. His second dunk of the game for Yoli Childs. He only has 4 points. They're off at 2 dunks. Leads it back to Jaron Jones. 10-point lead for Bingham, 35-25. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Outside Andrews, give it up to Aarons. Aarons thought about 3, hangs on, kicks out to Jones. Jones working along the baseline, he terminates. Up top, Rigby, over to Aarons. Aarons reverses out, and again, moving around. Here's Andrews. Now Aarons, he's got Childs. That's a little bit of a mismatch. Take him to the hole. Andrews off the curl, goes to the rack, can't finish. The rebound pulled down by Holman. We're gonna have a foul on Rodriguez, and that'll be the first team foul of the second half. I want to remind you to follow us on Twitter at HS Rewind. We'll be tweeting out our top 5 plays from day 1. And we'll do it every day throughout the state tournament. Here's Yoli Childs, power dribble, goes up, blocked by Rodriguez, and a jump ball. Dual possession belongs to Bingham. Lob in Green to Yoli Childs. Power dribble, goes up and stuck by the rim, gets his own rebound. Childs trying to create more room, reverses and scores. That's more impressive than the one-handed flush anyway. Nice adjustment by Yoli Childs. A little bit more style points than that one-handed flush. And he buries the free throw. 7 points for Childs. And it's a 13-point Bingham lead. Jaron Jones hands off Rigby. Back to Jones on the angle. Straight away, Aaron's now over to Andrews. In the corner to Rigby. Drop it in. Rodriguez has the ball poked away off of Rodriguez's shoulder. And the ball is bouncing the way of the Bingham Miners. Down the floor with Leighton Parker. Parker down the lane, kicks into the corner to Gehrig. Had an outstanding first half. And we're going to get a foul on Anderson. He'll be inbound along the baseline. Childs inbounds to Newbold. Drop it inside, Yoeli Childs. Childs working on Rodriguez. Childs thought he'd get the foul call, didn't. Ball's loose, and we're going to get a loose ball foul. They'll go against Bingham. Second personal foul on Newbold. Third on Bingham in the half. 3:50 remaining in the third quarter. Riverton again, they got to make a move. Aarons kicks out Anderson. Thought about it, gives up to Jones. Jones will pull for three off the mark. Rebound to Anderson. Jackknifes it up and it crawls out. Rebound taken by Green. Quickly on the push. Green send out Gehrig for three. That lips out. Rebound taken by Newbold. Goes back up and in. All 10 points of Josh Newbold have been at critical moments. As it's now a 12-point lead as Jones goes down the boulevard, lays it up in. Timeout taken by Coach Skylar Wilson with 3:16 remaining in the third quarter. Timeout Riverton. 3:15 in a 13-point lead for the Miners. Up the floor, pressure being put on by Riverton. Try to speed up the Miner offense. Here's Green. Step back, kicks out. Now drop it inside to Yoeli Childs. Childs powering his way across the key. Jump hook won't go. Rebound. And we got a foul. And that'll go against Newbold. And that'll be number 3, I believe. That's the 14th foul on the Bingham Miners. We had 8 total fouls, I believe, if I remember off the top of my head. Maybe 9 in the first half. We have 7 in the third quarter. Jaron Jones. Now gets it in to Eggett. And a ball picked off by Green. Green going the other way. Rigby right in his hip pocket. And they're going to get a foul. How he got that foul on Rigby, I'm not sure. But Green gets the bump and bucket. And he'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. 16-point lead for the Bingham Miners. Tough sledding for Riverton. Coming off that big emotional win against Lone Peak. Jones kicks out to Aarons. Aarons. Now lob over the top. Andrews off the glass and in. Nice take and finish by Andrews and a beautiful find by Nagelli. First points for Andrews. In the corner, Gehrig down the baseline. Give it up to Newbold. Can't finish, and the rebound is still loose and now claimed by Aarons. Knocked out of bounds. No, Aarons picked it up along the baseline. Quickly ahead now to Anderson. Here come the Silverwolves. Andrews left alone for 3. 5 points in a row for Andrews and a much needed boost. Down to 11, 43-32. 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. Matthews. Yoeli Childs along the baseline working on Anderson. Cross to Green, pump fake 3 on the way, no. And Childs with the board, give it up. Matthews can't get the first attempt. A little stat stuffer, gets his own board, puts it back up and in. Nagelli hands off to Andrews. Hits Aarons on the curl, and Aarons knocks down a little short-range J. Timeout, Coach Wilson. 44.3 seconds remaining in the third. Bingham 45, Riverton 34. Gehrig inbounds to Holman. Full court pressure being put on by the Silverwolves. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Parker cross court to Gehrig. Gehrig drive the base. Kick into the corner to Parker, 30 seconds remaining. And now that's Parker. Kick up to Yoli Childs. Thought about three, hangs on, kicks out to Parker. Baseline, Gehrig. Reverse it, no. Tipped up by Childs, can't get it. Ball still loose, claimed by Anderson. And Anderson leaves it behind and it's out of bounds, but Yoli Childs on the ground, writhing in pain. Not a good sight if you're a Miner fan, but if you're just a basketball fan, hope it's nothing serious. He's come out to check his ankle. And he's still checking out his ankle. He did walk off the floor. We'll see how that affects the rest of this game, as that is the big advantage for Bingham in this state tournament, especially as they go up against Lone Peaks and others. Down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Cross court. Three, but that is partially blocked by Aarons. 1 second, and that's how the third quarter will end. The Bingham Miners lead 45-34 over Riverton. We'll have to see if Yoli Childs comes back on the floor in the fourth quarter. We head to the fourth and final frame. Start of the fourth quarter and no Yoli Childs on the floor for the Miners. Childs not even on the bench. Getting a 10-2 in the back. Andrews. Up top with Rigby. Last time we saw Yoli Childs not play a full quarter was against Alta. And Jared Holman stepped up and did the work around the rim for the Miners in a big win that night against the Hawks. Outside, Aarons for three. And Jeff Aarons opens up the fourth quarter with a big three. His second of the ball game and much needed. 10 points now for Aarons. 45-37. Up top with Gehrig. Now Parker. Parker working on the dribble. Down the lane. Around Aarons. Off the glass. Too strong. Holman with the board. Now a foul. Let's believe that'll go on Aarons. We'll see who it's on. I don't know how you call that on Jones. That was clean on Jones's end. That probably should have been on Aarons, but either way, it's the first foul for Jaron Jones. Mike Green comes in for Matthews as Holman hits both free throws. Might have the longest wingspan in the state of Utah. Some of the longest arms I've ever seen from a high school kid. Inbound to Rigby. Riverton trailing by 10. Here's Aarons. Now Jones. Jones working on the dribble. Past Holman and one. Nice take and finish by Jaron Jones. And Jones will go to line looking for the three-point play. Jones looking for his 15th point. And completes the three-point play. 47-40. I think we see a different Riverton team without Yoli Childs patrolling the middle of the paint. Here's Green. Green outside to Parker. Parker will jump it from the free throw line, falling away. No, rebound still loose. Yoli Childs has now come out of the back as Jones grabs the board and looks to be okay. Down the floor with Rigby. Rigby up top, Jones. Pirouette down the lane, over the top of Holman, and it rolls off. Holman with the board. Childs is set to check in at the next dead ball. On the push, Green, cross court, Gehrig. Gehrig lines up a three. Back rimmed, rebound, Jared Holman, stripped away by Aarons. Almost though Aarons expected to see a foul call. Holman dives on it. Timeout taken by Coach Schroeder. 6:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. And just a 30-second timeout. Bingham leading by 7. Parker triggers into Holman. Holman lobs in to Yoli Childs. Childs back on the floor. That ball, and that's a straight jump up. Or jump ball, pardon me. Jaron Jones right on top of it. Possession arrow does belong to Bingham. Yoli Childs wanted to prove a point as soon as he can that he's okay. Hand off to Green. Green up top, Parker. Parker to make it double-digit game again. No. Tipped up. Yoli Childs still battling for the board. Has it. It's 1-on-3. Childs goes right at Jones. Jones waited for him, and a charge on Yoli Childs. That's his second personal foul. And it is foul number 6 on the Miners. Down the floor with Rigby. Outside, Aarons pulls for three. Off the mark, and a rebound tracked down by Gehrig. Gehrig on the push. Give it up to Green. Green back up top, Gehrig. Yoli Childs hanging out up top as well. And now a foul on Rigby. That'll be the 16th foul on Riverton. We'll be in bonus free throws, the remainder of the fourth quarter. Here's Green on the angle now with Holman. Holman hanging, gives it up top to Gehrig. Gehrig over to Childs, drop it into Holman. Got away from Anderson, and Holman lays it up and in. Only his second field goal. Holman now with 8 points. Jones drives the base, reverses and scores. Anytime Jones gets Yoli Childs, he doesn't have to test that ankle and go right at him just like he did there. 7-point game, 49-42. Jones now with 17. Drop it inside to Yoli Childs. Childs over the top of Jones. That's out of bounds off of Holman, and we'll go the other way with Riverton. Down the floor now with the Silverwolves, looking to cut deeper into this deficit. 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Come off the screen to Jones. Jones for three. And it goes in and out. Rebound still loose, picked up by Gehrig. Gehrig on the push. Give it up to Green. Green hands back to Gehrig, but he got away with a couple of travels there as Gehrig drives the baseline and lays it up and in. And now a foul against Bingham. That'll be 1-on-1 free throws for Jeff Ahrens. Mentioned earlier that Ahrens committed to play baseball at UVU for Coach Eric Madsen and the Wolverines. Knocks down both free throws. Traps on. Here's Parker into the corner to Gehrig. 51-44. Been 7 a couple times now here in the fourth quarter. Down to 3:55. Green nearly stolen by Ahrens. Green inside out Parker. And Parker will drew it back to the top. Ahrens. Ball hawking. Parker to the hole. Can't finish. Tipped up by Holman. Taken by Anderson ahead to Rigby. Riverton's got numbers. Give it up to Jones. Jones down the alley. Lays it up and in. Jones now with 19 points. And it's 51-46. Inbound to Parker. 3.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Parker kicks out to Green. Newbold set to check in to the next dead ball. Now Holman, high-low to Childs, out to Green. Thought about three and hung on. Drop it inside to Yoli Childs. He goes hook around Jones. We had a foul on the floor. And that'll be Jones' second personal foul. And 1-on-1 free throws for Yoli Childs. Hit the first free throw. And back rims the second rebound. Tracked down by Jaron Jones. 52-46. 3:10 on a rolling clock in the fourth quarter. Jones outside to Andrews. Andrews off the screen to Jelly. Hard to the hole. Andrews swatted away by Childs off of Andrews. And we'll go the other way with the Miners. Quickly down the floor now, Gehrig. Gehrig down the alley. And remember, a foul before the contact. That's on Jeff Ahrens. Missed the first free throw and has one more. Back rims his second, missed them both. Holman with the board, now lost the handle going up. And we'll go the other way with Riverton. Anderson, inbound in to Andrews. Riverton needs big buckets down the stretch. 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter, it's crunch time. Andrews, near side Ahrens. Up top with Rigby. Back to Ahrens. Ahrens for three. Back rim. And rebound claimed by Yoli Childs. And Bingham now is going to try to eat up the clock with the 6-point lead. And they don't have to put the ball in the air. Green goes to Gehrig. Gehrig along the baseline. Gehrig reverse or adjusts his shot and somehow got that one to fall. And that could be the clinching bucket right there from Kyle Gehrig. Kick back to Anderson, outside to Ahrens. Ahrens will drive the lane, lays it up and in. Nice take and finish. Timeout, Coach Wilson. 2:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. 54-48. Bingham leads Riverton. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. Full court pressure on from Riverton. Trying to force some turnovers. Green's going to break the press on the dribble. 1:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. And it's going to have to be missed free throws to keep the door open. Got 1-on-1 chances, 2 of them left. Newbold along the baseline. And timeout taken by Coach Schroeder. Gets it into Holman. And that's a quick whistle on the foul. The ball is in his chest. There'll be one-on-one free throws for Holman. Holman made the front end. And makes them both. 8-point game. Riverton's going to need threes and stops. Well, missed free throws. Jones hard to the hole. And Jones. Childs is lucky that wasn't a +1. He wanted to charge. He's lucky that wasn't a +1. As Jones had done everything he could to get around him. 6-point ball game, 56-50. Parker kicks out to Holman. He wanted to pull for three and thought wiser of it. Here's Michael Green, and now a foul on Rigby. That'll be the 4th personal foul on Rigby. He'll put Green at the line to shoot 2. Riverton ball, full court pressure coming on from Bingham. Just need a couple. They shoot one stop if you're the Bingham Miners. Into Jeff Ahrens. Ahrens quickly up the floor. Ahrens transition 3, blocked by Yoli Childs in the hands of Holman. Holman still looking to get it out, does to Green. And now a foul from Jones. That'll be his 3rd personal. And the Bingham Miners looking to ice this thing away with Michael Green at the line with 1:09 remaining. Got the first. And now the second 9-point game. 3 possessions. That's hit threes, 3 consecutive possessions, and 6 missed free throws to make this happen. As Ahrens will bring it up the floor. Hand off to Rigby. 1 minute remaining. Trying to get Andrews loose. Now they get Ahrens loose. Ahrens on the baseline. Nagelli will jump it and score it. Timeout, Coach Wilson.
With the basket and a quick timeout. Riverton will take their last timeout.
Final timeout for Riverton. Parker to inbound. Gets it in Yoli Childs. Back to Parker. Again, you'll have to quickly foul. Now they do. Here's Holman as they break the press. Holman reverses out. And now the foul. And it'll put Jared Holman at the line, and he has been outstanding this evening. Got the first, and now rolls in the second, back to a 9-point game. 12 points for Jared Holman. Quickly ahead for Andrews, who pulls for 3, and it goes in. Kiss the front of the rim. And now they got to get the defensive set, and now they, as Parker dribbles down the sideline and is finally fouled. That's a 6-point ball game. They'll put Parker at the line to shoot 2. First free throws of the night for Leighton Parker. Into Rigby, 35 seconds, trailing by 7 after splitting the free throws. Andrews, cross court to Ahrens. Ahrens takes it, and Ahrens drills it. Still not out of the woods. 4-point lead. Get it into Gehrig. Thought Nagelli was getting a hand on that. It'll be Gehrig at the line to shoot 2. Quickly into Andrews. 19 seconds, down to 18. Andrews out to Ahrens. Ahrens crossover, 3 on the way. Off the mark and a rebound to Michael Green. And Green will go to the line for 2 free throws. Look at ice this game away with a 5-point lead. That shot from Ahrens looked like he was on the mark and just a little bit short. Green knocked down the first free throw and hits the second. 7-point game, 65-58. And the Miners are going to move on to the second round. Look at the winner of Leighton and Hillcrest. As after the steal, the clock will run out as the Bingham Miners getting a big win over Riverton. Great effort from Riverton to come back in this one. Got it down to single digits, had chances, and just could not seal the deal to make the comeback complete. And Bingham will move on to the second round. Look at the winner of Leighton and Hillcrest. And welcome back to the Event Center. Again, our final score, the Bingham Miners 65 and the Riverton Silverwolves 58. And a tough loss for Riverton, but a nice win for Bingham as they move on to the second round. Get the winner of Leighton and Hillcrest. And this game was really an interesting ball game as Bingham had the lead most of the game, hitting big shots. Riverton, their offense was sputtering to get started, but when Yoli Childs went out of the game, Riverton made a big run led by Jaron Jones and Jeff Ahrens sitting from the outside, but Jones really got things going on. Had now standing game about over 20 points as the leading scorer in the ball game tonight. And what could have been our nudge player of the game, thought about it, but our nudge player of the game is going to go to Jared Holman. Last 2 times we've seen Bingham, he's made all the big plays for the Miners down the stretch. He had big free throws. He only had 2 field goals, but it's what he did defensively on the boards and had big free throws down the stretch. It gets him our nudge player of the game. Looking moving forward, it'll be interesting to see how Yoli Childs feels in 2 days. He really is the ultimate weapon for Bingham in this state tournament, with most teams having really not any big men that can handle him. And so it'll be very interesting to see what happens with his ankle and how he feels going throughout this tournament. But was a scare for a moment. Glad to see him come back and play very, very well, and to see him still explosive down the stretch of this ball game. A couple thoughts about Riverton. This is a team, just Coach Skylar Wilson did an outstanding job getting to the state tournament, had the big win on Tuesday, had so many things to be proud of, and in this game they battled back. They were down double digits and battled back, got down to within 6, but just could not make the plays to seal the deal and to keep putting pressure on Bingham. And Jaron Jones, Jeff Aarons had terrific years, Joey Andrews, and others, the seniors who will be leaving. They've done an outstanding job and continue to move forward with this Riverton program that has such a proud tradition under Coach Steve Galley and under Coach Skylar Wilson. But for the Bingham Miners, moving on to the second round, Coach Schroeder, this is what he wanted. Got to the quarters last year. They almost got the job done against Lone Peak. See if they can bust through on Wednesdays. They'll get the winner, Layton and Hillcrest. Again, our final score, Bingham 65, Riverton 58. Our Nudge player of the game goes to Jared Holman. With over 500 employees, Nudge one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge and their community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. Again, we want to thank you all for joining us. And for Vince Francis, Thompson Coles, I'm Dusty Lister, saying so long from the D Event Center, and hope you'll continue to watch our coverage of the 2015 5A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament on live.ksl.com and DeseretNews.com and anytime on Xfinity On Demand.